Alrighty, well, we're here. It's Friday. The weekend is almost upon us, and it's a nice way to kick things off for your weekend to do a little bit of drawing with moi. And I hope you're ready to do some of that with me. That'll be fun, right? I hope you all are ready for a weekend where you can relax with your family and take it easy, take a load off, and throw your cares out the window with maybe a nice movie and maybe a little bit of pizza to go with that movie. Pizza and a movie. What sounds better than that, right? Hey, you know, I always tell little jokes here before we get going, and today I thought I might tell you a little pizza joke. Unfortunately, it's just too cheesy. Alrighty, why don't we get going? Okay, so today I think we will start with something unusual, okay? And this is a drawing that'll require a little bit more, how should I put it? A little bit more concentration maybe on your behalf. So everybody's gonna have to pay attention carefully. And if you don't get it right, I don't want you to be concerned. I don't want you to worry about it. Don't be hard on yourself. Just watch this episode back. You can always do that on YouTube. And you can also watch it at behance.net/students and give it another shot, because this one is kind of it's kind of a tricky one. So why don't we get started? Now remember, get yourselves a stick that you can dip in something yummy such as sesame seed oil and some soy sauce, and then you can paint all over the floor. Or you could just use a pencil, a marker, a crayon, or a pen, right? Alrighty, while you're getting your materials, I should probably say hello to folks in the chat. We have Sam and Jay and Jason and Pedro, and we have Jeff. Nice to see you all. And Chris. Hey folks. Let's get to it. Okay, now today's drawing is going to require the same as always. We're going to need straight lines. We're going to need some zigzags occasionally. And sometimes you might need a little bit of a curvilinear line. Alrighty. And you'll be in good shape. Now this one requires very few curvilinear lines. As you'll see, it's mostly straight lines, and they have to kind of be angled right. So we're going to kick it off like this. Watch carefully. Down we go. We stop like that. All right. So what would you call that angle? I don't know. If I was looking at it vertical and I'd say I moved out maybe, 10, 15 degrees, something like that. Alrighty, next. A little shorter line, cutting it out this way, just slightly. See that? Just a hair. Down and out. All right. And now we're going to come basically straight down. Are you ready? Down we go. Now that one's definitely longer than the first two lines. Longer than the first line, longer than the second line, right? And now we're going to cut back this way. And what I'm going to be trying to do is aim sort of for, like, if I were to take this little point here and drop a line straight on down, like with a ruler, straight down like that. I want to hit about this spot right here. And so what I do is, look, I give myself a little target to aim for. This is a very good idea. So then I can say, oh look, easy. I know what to aim for, okay? Now this is the beginning of our drawing. Down we go this way, out slightly, and almost straight down, and then back like so. Okay, and each of these lines are a different length. No single line here is going to be the same as another, okay? Now, I'm going to come straight out this way, and watch this. A little bump, and a little bump, like that, okay? And then I'm going to do a slight curve. Now, this is a very shallow C curve. Watch carefully. Slight curve, and stop. See that? And now watch this. I'm going to continue the curve, but I'm going to do it with short diagonal lines. So I'm moving up this way, but I go 1 and 2 and 3. All right? 1 and 2 and 3. So far, it's continuing that line, and I'm just going to go like that. This line does not come down as far as this one did, right? A little bit higher up. And then out. Same as that, right? Maybe make that a little longer, so they should be kind of similar. And then again, 1 and 2. And once again, mirroring this action here. Okay, very similar kind of a thing here. We're gonna go up, pause, and then a 1 and a 2. Okay. And now I'm gonna have another curvilinear line. It's gonna come up here and stop about there. All right, watch. Up, stop. And then, watch this, 1 and a 2. A lot of these little diagonal lines are here. What do you think they're for? They are describing a certain kind of a texture. Now I want you to look at this point here, all right? We have the line come down and then here and then down here. This little corner, that's gonna be a sort of a landmark for me. I'm gonna move in a diagonal this way, okay? I'm just imagining that I'm going this way. And I'm gonna make myself a little marker right here. So see that? Okay. It falls a little bit to the left of where this is if I were to drop a line straight down. Okay, that's gonna be my little spot there. And I'm gonna do another shallow C curve to about here. So if I want, I can make myself a little something to aim for, shallow C curve. And now another set of those little dashes, if you want to call them, right? Only this time I'm going to pick up this one and I'm going to carry it over like that. And then I'm going to give myself a little break and then another couple of dashes, only these are going to move in a different direction. Watch. I'm going to go boom, boom. Alrighty. And I'm going to come around here with this one. Watch, it's going to come up just a hair and then over like that. See that? And then we're going to cut back and up. So we're going to go this way and that way. So we're going to go straight over and up. And what do you think I do next? Well, we have this area right here. We want to carry that up past and behind this arm. Yes, that is an arm. The arm of this animal that we're drawing. I'm going to come up like that. Pause for a moment. And give myself another couple of those dashes. Alrighty. How are we doing, folks? I know this one's a little tricky. Okay, watch this. Round little shape like that. Another C curve, very kind of short and chunky, right? It's like a horseshoe. All right, so get that there, and then watch this. I'm gonna angle it up that way, pause. And now here comes a little scoop, watch. Scoop, and keep on going. Alrighty. And now I'm gonna come down and scoop. And back and scoop. Okay. I think we know what's going on here. There's another little dash. And from here, I'm gonna take that little bit there. I'm gonna move down and I'm gonna carry on like this. And then give myself another little C curve up. Watch. C curve up. Okay, so we go down, C curve up. Another little line like that. And now here comes a 1 and a 2 and a 3. See those little curvy dashes there? And underneath that, I'm just gonna go down, out. So down and out. Look how tiny that little line is. And here comes a nice diagonal. And now some more of those dashes. Dash, dash, and then straight on back, like so. And what do you suppose we've got there? Chris had guessed earlier a gorilla, and then Wendy said a bear, probably a bear. Indeed, it is a bear, but he's not eating a sandwich, Wendy. No, not a sandwich. All right, now, a little dot. There's a friendly little eye for that bear, right? And here, look how simple the nose is. I just put a little line there. That's all it takes. And then we're gonna take the mouth, curl it up this way, okay? Curl it up. See that? Happy, happy. And I like to do this for texture. I like to take right here where this little break is, just do a little line like that, and then a line and a line. Okay, just shows that this guy's got some fur, right? Put a little line here and there if you like. That's always a nice thing to do. Okay, next. What is it that this bear is doing? Well, let me show you. I'm just gonna do a slightly wavy line here, like this. And then I'm gonna make it wave on up this way. And look at this. Boom. Out we go. Like that. And then on back. And up again. And right here, folks, right here, this is what is exciting this bear. Make a little line like this. Now you want to do kind of an upside down egg shape. Watch. Let's go like this. And like that. Okay? I guess it's less of an egg and more of kind of a box that's been rounded at the corners. Yeah? And here comes a fun bit. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 little diagonals. And we just crisscross them like this. Look at that, a nice bee's nest. And how do we know there are bees? Well, you just do little dots like that. That's all you have to do. Little dots flying around. Okay? And for the rest of that tree, I'm just gonna follow that shape I had drawn earlier. And at the base, I can just do a couple of dashes like that. And there is that bear ready to knock that bee's nest down and eat all that honey. What do you think about that? Now, of course, you could change the environment and you could do whatever you want with your bear. You could have your bear holding a nice fresh salmon that he's just scooped up out of the water. Or maybe just eating an ice cream. Why not? It's summer. But yeah, now that one, that's a tricky one because what matters with that drawing is the length of those first few lines, the angles of those first few lines, the spacing there for the width of the bear's body and so on. But if you do it once and you look at it and say, oh, I made my bear a little bit too skinny, or I squashed this, or I stretched that. Well, the great thing is you can always just draw it again, can't you? You can always draw it again. That's the beautiful thing about it. You do not have to stick with that first attempt. You can try again. Alrighty, because as the old saying goes, if at first you don't succeed, skydiving is not for you. So, we are going to move on to the doodle game. Now, in the doodle game, I draw a doodle. So here we go. Boop, 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 meow. There we go. And you have to tell me, what do you see in this? It could be the shape of anything. It could be a person or an animal or an object of any sort, right? And sometimes what's fun is you look at it and I can maybe rotate it and say, oh, I see something different there, or something different there, or something different there, right? It could be anything. But you tell me what you think you see, and I will attempt to draw something from it very quickly. And then we'll move on to the animal and activity game, where you suggest to me an animal doing something strange or unexpected, and I will try and draw it in the little time we have remaining as best I can. All right, so honey bear, polar bear is the student, yeah. Jason says he sees a man yelling. We also have a person singing. So interesting, yeah, we're seeing two of the same things, two very similar things there. Man yelling or person singing, and I think I see what you mean, but it could go two different ways for me about what would be the mouth of the person or the nose of the person. And Elisa says she sees headphones. Let's see, do I see headphones? I'm having trouble with that one. Well, they must be there. I think the man yelling, I see that one. Let me see what I can do. I'm gonna turn my paper that way. Now see, that could be a nose and a mouth, but it could also go this way for the guy singing. And I think I'm gonna do that. Let's see what happens if I do this, watch. Whoop, just like that. Here, okay. And he's gonna be hitting one of those really low notes, so he's puffing his mouth out low, like that. What do you think? Oh. I think that kind of works. I think I like that. I hope that's kind of what you meant. I hope that's sort of what you saw. But yeah, there we go. How's that, folks? Does that work for you? Is that what you meant when you said that you saw a man singing? Perhaps, perhaps, perhaps? Well, it's time for that man singing to slide out of the way because we're going to do the animal and activity game. And I've got about 9 minutes left to try and draw something for you with the animal and activity game, where I want you to please suggest to me an animal doing something unexpected or crazy or weird or just plain fun, and we'll see if we can make that happen in the time that we have here. Oh, somebody said they couldn't hear me? Everyone else can hear me. I guess it might be an issue on your end there with the machine you're using, perhaps. Don't know. Okay, so, folks, let's do an animal and activity. Remember, it could be anything. Be imaginative, be weird, be crazy. If you'd like, I can show you what we did the past 2 days. We had a fox jumping through a fiery hoop. Look at that. We also had a little bear playing with a stuffed human, right? Instead of a stuffed bear, a little baby person with a stuffed bear. A little reversal there, which is pretty fun. So today will be something completely different. And I'll get my nice light blue color here so I can start sketching. And then I will look for your suggestions and let's see what we're gonna make today. We have a peacock playing piano, an alligator detective. Haha, he'd be an investigator, says Steven. I love that. A polar bear eating bananas. That's pretty funny. Making tacos. Who's making tacos, Wendy? Give me an animal. A weasel mobster. Ooh. A cucumber bee. What is that? A dog rocking a baby human. An owl drinking too much coffee. A chicken doing push-ups. I think I remember that one from yesterday, and I think I really liked that one. That's kind of a, I have to see if, could we modify that to the chicken lifting weights? Would you be okay with that? Because the idea of a buff chicken is funny to me. A really strong, muscular chicken. I think I want to try that. All right. So hope you'll be okay with that slight modification instead of the push-ups. Let's see here. So we're gonna have the chicken. Here we go. Chicken lifting weights. This is like a super buff, ridiculous looking chicken here. Let's give him those massive traps. Push-ups.